You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us too.
I am going to be sharing with you all of my picks for the Sephora sale. Today I'm actually going to share my favorite hair care things, as well as a very curated, kind of concise list of skincare that I think are good options at Sephora. And then I'm actually going to throw in a foundation at the end of the video. I have 4 that I'm going to share with you that are at all different price points, different coverages, and kind of would work for different people, because that's kind of skin related also. I've been shopping at Sephora for as long as I can remember, and I have really great memories of grabbing a Starbucks and going into Sephora and perusing the aisles, playing in the makeup and playing with the skincare for hours on end in my 20s and my 30s. And so I was really flattered when they reached out to me and asked to partner for this video. So this video is in partnership with Sephora, and I'm incredibly flattered. It's the first time I've done a sponsored video, and it's the perfect sponsorship for me because I still get to talk about just the things that I want to talk about, and I get to share with you the things that I would share with you anyway in this video. If you want to sign up for Sephora's Insider program, it's really easy to do. You can go online and do it, or you can do it in the store. Once you're signed up, basically the more that you shop at Sephora, you earn points. Those points will dictate which tier you're in. There's Insider, and then there is VIB, and then there is Rouge. Now, everybody is able to shop the sale at this point, and if you want to shop online, the code is HOLIDAY FUN. Definitely check the end of the video. There will be even more details about the Insider program, and I will of course list everything in the description box. For hair care, Olaplex. I literally remember where I was when I read in the Allure magazine that Olaplex was coming out. I was still a hairstylist at that time, and it was revolutionary. I remember thinking of all of the different clients that it was going to be amazing for, because at that time it was purely in salon, and it was all about, you know, the integrity of the hair and building up the bonds so that when you mostly lightened someone's hair, they retained the integrity of their hair. So when they came out with a line for at-home use, I was equally excited. I do have some favorites from the line. First of all, 2 of my very top favorites. The first one is going to be the number 3. Now, this is a pre-shampoo conditioner. So you actually put this on your hair before you shampoo it, which is kind of counterintuitive, and it's sort of an odd way to do your, routine in the shower, but it's amazing. It's so amazing, you guys, that I actually have one for my spare bathroom and for my master bathroom, just so that if I ever hop in the shower in the spare bathroom, that I have it. Recently, they came out with Olaplex Zero. Now, this is actually as close as you can get at home to the in-salon Olaplex treatment. Olaplex actually has a liquid that they can make into a really heavy-duty bond repairing treatment all on its own without doing a color service, and it's amazing. It can really help to repair your hair. This is the closest you're going to get at home. Why I really like this, and you can see how much I've used of it already. Hopefully you can see. I am trying to fix my hair right here in the front. I've said that in various videos. I did a hair loss video, and I talked about, derma rolling and the scalp repair that I'm trying to do, and LED. Well, now I am also using, and I have been for a little while, I am also using the 0 and the 3 before I shampoo right here. Just right here. And that's kind of how I would recommend to use Olaplex, is if your entire head isn't damaged, but you have spots that are, your trouble spots. Mine would be my bang area, kind of my mohawk area. Those are the places that I'm going to concentrate using Olaplex. Or if you have a problem with you're trying to grow your hair long and you want to get, some split end mending, then only use it on the ends. Only use it the last 2 to 3 inches of your hair. Things like that will help preserve and make this last longer. So what I do is I actually apply this dry in the shower to dry hair, and I get probably about an inch off of my scalp-ish, And then I just saturate all the way to the tips of kind of this front of my mohawk section, really concentrating on my bangs. Then I wait 10 minutes. I let it sit in for 10 minutes. I don't do this every time I shower, of course, or every time I wash my hair. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Then I put the number 3 over that, and you let it sit for another 10 minutes. I will tell you that plenty of times I didn't make it a full 10 minutes on either. In fact, the 0, I often made it just 5 minutes, and then I put the 3 on, and it's incredible how much stronger your hair feels after you use this particular treatment. Now you go on and you wash your hair and condition it just like you always do. And it just really, really helps with the integrity of your hair through the washing and styling process. Now, the other thing that I love from Olaplex, and you will be able to see, is the number 7. Now this is an oil and it's just really, really good put into damp to wet hair, mid strands to ends to help to seal down the cuticle. You do not need a ton of this. It looks little, but it actually lasts I've had this for a really, really long time, and it will seal down the cuticle, help to fight frizz, fight humidity, give you more smooth hair. It's quite lightweight, but it is an excellent leave-in oil. Amazing if you have hair extensions. They have a kit called the Holiday Hair Fix Kit. Now, in that kit, you actually get a number 3, and that's the pre-shampoo. You also get a number 6, which is a leave-in conditioner that is excellent. And you also get a shampoo and a conditioner in the same little size. They're super, super concentrated. So when I looked at all of Olaplex's page, if you are interested in trying out Olaplex, I think that kit is probably one of the best deals on the page. But if you have damage, I would definitely consider adding in the number 0 for sure. Okay, the other hair products that I have, I only have 2 more hair products. I talked about this last year. I think this has been in a favorites video or 2, and it is the Caristas. This is the dry shampoo. Now, I bought like 4 of these at the last Sephora sale, so I haven't had to repurchase it all the way since then. I still have 2 cans left. This goes forever. What I love about this is it's a very, very lightweight dry shampoo. So this is the kind of dry shampoo that if you're on day 2 or maybe 3 at the most, this is really, really great. If you're at day 5, if you're one of those people, and no judgment here, then this might not be enough of a dry shampoo for you. But what I love the most about this dry shampoo is that it smells amazing. It smells like the cleanest, most beautiful hair perfume in the most inoffensive way. It is just gorgeous, and you smell it throughout the day, just hints of it, because it's super subtle. It is not overpowering. I love it. I love it for that. I feel like I'm kind of getting a 2 for 1 because it feels like I have a hair fragrance and also a dry shampoo. So this would be, again, a lightweight dry shampoo. So not for those of you who feel like the very next day after you wash your hair, you're an oil slick, you probably wouldn't like this. If that is you, then you might want to consider the DryBar shampoos or dry shampoos. These are, I actually got this recommendation from Samantha March. She had this, I want to say like last year in her Sephora video recommendations. I bought it and I love it. I will tell you, the fragrance of this one for me is a little bit masculine. So if you like that, you might really enjoy that. I don't love the fragrance of this one as much as I love the Kerastase, but dang, when I need a dry shampoo to really, really suck up the oils and that stuff, this is the one that I reach for. So that's the DryBar Detox. This would be for you babes out there that need a lot of, oil absorption with your dry shampoo. That is all of my hair recommendations. And in case you guys didn't know, I was a hairstylist. Technically, I still am a hairstylist for, it's going on 18 years now. So I definitely have an affection for hair and hair products almost as much as I do for skin. I'm still an educator. I still teach hair extensions. So yeah, it is still a very, very big part of my life. Let's move on to skin. I'm going to start with devices because I only have one, and it's the only one that I'm going to share in this video, and that is the Nuface. This is the Nuface Mini. This is a microcurrent device. It is cordless. You recharge it, and what it's going to do is it is going to re-educate your muscles. It's going to help to shorten the muscles and lift and tone and sculpt your face. Now, this comes in a Trinity, which has different heads that you can replace, and then it has this little mini guy. Now, the recommendation for me is definitely going to be the mini if you have been considering the Nuface. The reason why is I think it's about half as much money to start before it's even on sale, and it actually has exactly the same output. I actually prefer the mini, like ergonomically. I think it fits in the hand really well. It travels really well because it's really small, but mostly it just works just as well as the larger Trinity, and you get it for about half the price. If you are curious what microcurrent is, or if it's something that you might want to do, I do have videos about microcurrent. Now, beyond working on your muscles, this little device actually can also help to stimulate collagen, because it helps to boost something called adenosine triphosphate, which is the life source of our cells. And in turn, that can help with collagen production. It's kind of a whole process. Anyway, I think that this is probably one of the best devices that exists at Sephora. And it's something that I talk about on my channel all the time is microcurrent. And it's just a really good idea to always get this on sale because it's definitely always on sale somewhere. And I love this device. This is the one. I do have the Trinity as well, but I never reach for it. I'm always using the mini if I reach for the Nuface. So that is the Nuface Mini. Now, you do need to use a conductivity gel with any of the microcurrent devices, any microcurrent device that you choose, unless you're wearing conductivity gloves. My very favorite conductivity gel that is used with microcurrent, I have a few, but my favorite one that they have at Sephora is definitely going to be from Nuface, and it is their gel primer. Now, this is actually a brush. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now that this is a love it or hate it applicator. I happen to love it because I feel like I can squeeze out gel and paint it on my face and not ever touch my face. And then I can click it locked and I can wash that brush in between, and I just really like it. I do know that some people don't care for that brush, so I want to put that out there. I like it a lot. What I especially love about this in particular is that it has DMAE in it. I did a whole video on DMAE. I will link that in the cards or at the end of this video. But essentially, DMAE is an excellent source of lifting and firming our skin. And it's just really cool that it's infused into this gel primer, because when you do microcurrent, you do push whatever you've put on your face in a little bit more. So why not have it be something that can help with lifting and tightening the skin? Now, this also has little flecks of gold in it, and typically, I would think that most things like that are totally gimmicky, but when it comes to conductivity, it's not gimmicky at all. It's going to help with conductivity. I look at this like it's a skincare treatment, not just a conductivity gel, personally. So that is a favorite, and it's been a favorite for a long time. This is not the first time I've talked about this one on my channel. Okay, let's move into cleansers. You guys have heard about this one many, many times, but I'm going to say it again because it is such a good cleanser. I have one again for each bathroom. So I have two right here. This is the Dr. Brandt. This is the Clean Biotic. Now, this is a pH balanced yogurt cleanser, and I just love this because it is absolutely innocuous. It gives the slightest bit of a foam, but it's very, very, very mild foam. So it's not going to strip your skin at all. It is the perfect second cleanse if you like to do, a double cleanse at night, but it's also the perfect morning cleanse because it doesn't strip your skin. And I feel like it's the perfect cleanse if you're just a one and done, you don't want to do a bunch of different cleansers. It's just really nice. It's really gentle, but it's really thorough. And I find that it does not irritate my skin. It has no fragrance. It's just a lovely cleanser. I've gone through more tubes of this than I can count. It is definitely one that I like to get on sale, and I only ever get this on sale because I think it is $35 regular price. So I always stock up when there's a sale, and I only ever buy it on sale because I do feel like $35, that's a chunk of change for a cleanser. When we move into chemical exfoliators, now, This is a product I've talked about before also. This is Youth to the People. This is their Kombucha lactic acid toner. This is their, I think it's 11%. It's gone, you guys. Look at this. I've carried it with me on trips and it's just kind of it's gone. Anyway, it is a glycolic and lactic acid chemical exfoliant. So you put this on a cotton pad and you use it to get some surface turnover, some brightening of the skin. Because it uses lactic acid, you're also going to get some hydration to the skin. This for me actually leaves me quite hydrated and plump feeling, but kind of that shiny look from being, you know, nicely exfoliated and getting rid of like the dull dead stuff on the surface. I really like this one a lot. I feel like it's pretty potent, but because it is lactic acid primarily combined with a little bit of glycolic acid, and if you don't know, those are alpha hydroxy acids, and glycolic acid is this little tiny molecule and lactic acid is a bigger molecule. So when they're put together, they work really well in conjunction with each other because one of them is able to penetrate deeper, get a little bit of a deeper exfoliation. The other one sits on the surface and does a little bit more surface exfoliation. So you kind of reveal a pretty good overall glow. Not to mention glycolic acid in particular is able to signal new collagen formation. So it's just a really good, it's a good chemical exfoliator at Sephora. Okay, then moving on, a brand overall that I've talked about before is Biossance. I really, really like this brand. It is a squalane based brand. It's definitely one of the brands at Sephora that is the most intriguing to me. They have a vitamin C that is tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate. And you guys know, if you've watched, that I love my truth treatments. That is also THD. I have been in search for the longest time for another THD vitamin C that I'm going to fall in love with. So Biossance has one that is THD and it is also squalane. THD is really non-irritating and also long shelf life. The other thing that Biossance has right now is they have a bakuchiol product. And bakuchiol is kind of a phyto-based, a plant-based vitamin A alternative. So if you are someone who is thinking that you want to embark on retinoids, but you're not really sure that you're even ready for that irritation, but you still want to get in the game of cell turnover, revealing healthier skin, all of the things that vitamin A is supposed to do for you, bakuchiol might be a great place to start. So Biossance has some bakuchiol-based products as well. And then they have a squalane and omega repair cream that is a cocktail of everything you want to fix your barrier. It is just chock full. I took notes. Squalane, shea butter, ceramides, linoleic acid, linolenic acid. So they have this set. They called this one the Uplifted and Bright set. It is a limited edition. Really great way to try all of those three things that I was just talking about. I'm super interested in THD. I'm also really interested in bakuchiol. And then I'm also interested in that huge cocktail of, you know, barrier repairing ingredients. So I'm super excited about that. The last two products that I have that are skincare, this one is for those of you who want to repair your barrier. I know that there are some of you out there who have asked me in the comments about, you know, what can I do if I have damaged my barrier, it's irritated, it's inflamed, or if you are someone who has microneedled and you're not sure the moisturizer that you might want to use in days, say 1 through 10, to get the biggest bang for your buck with your microneedling session. This is the F-Balm by Drunk Elephant. Now, the reason why this one is so great for all of those things that I just mentioned is that this one actually has sodium PCA, which is it's a humectant. It also has magnesium PCA and prickly pear. But then, you guys, this one has linolenic and linoleic acid, which are great for post microneedling. It also has niacinamide, which is great for barrier repair and brightening of the skin. This says that it is a mask. I think it's supposed to be an overnight mask. I use it as a nighttime moisturizer in like the 10 days post microneedling. That is how I think that this shines. And it is 1.69 ounces and it comes in this opaque packaging with that kind of pump like that. I think the packaging is fantastic. fantastic for something that you want to use sporadically. Like, I don't use this all the time. This is one of those things that I pull out after a microneedling session in those days post because of those fatty acids that are in there that are going to help repair my barrier and the niacinamide. So this is a great option for those of you who do that or are looking for barrier repair. It's a really, really good one. I've had this for a long time. This is my second bottle, but I've had this F-Balm in my life for a long time now, and I really, really like it a lot. The last thing that is kind of makeup / skincare is going to be this Tarte Maracuja mist. This is a setting mist, and the idea is that it's going to give you a longer makeup application. It's also going to hydrate your skin and give it a little bit of a glow, and it does all of that for me. I really do like this. This is another one that I actually received in a box. I don't know which box, but I got it in a box, and I was intrigued by the ingredient deck because I like to mix a little bit of an oil or use like a drop of an oil before I put on foundation to get a glow because I have dry and dehydrated skin, and I just feel like it makes me look a little bit more hydrated. This kind of does that after I have done my makeup. So I really like that for that. And the sprayer on it, I don't want to get my camera, but the sprayer is amazing. It is so fine. If you do have a sensitivity to fragrance, there is a very, very light fragrance in there. It's barely detectable. It's actually really, really pleasant. Okay, the 4 foundations that I want to share with you guys today are 4 of my all-time favorites from Sephora. I'm going to start with the lowest price point, move to the highest price point, and I'm going to give you a really speed review of each so that you kind of have an idea if you are someone who is in search of a new foundation. The first one is going to be by Tarte. This is their Foundcealer. I love the packaging on this one, you guys. It comes in an airtight pump. It is an SPF of 20. This one is a medium coverage, maybe medium full, but closer to medium. And the price point cannot be beat. It's somewhere in the $20 range, maybe close to $30, but of course you're gonna get it on sale. It provides the most beautiful hydrated glow. It is definitely for dry skin, in my opinion. I think that combo skin could probably get away with it, but I think if you're oily, you will not like this. But it does provide a glow. And this is my second bottle of this one. I am in the color 27N. I love how it does this. This is the pump. I think that that is really cool packaging. Then I'll just show you 27N so you can see. I feel like 27N is the perfect light, medium, neutral. If you see that, there isn't a lot of orange in there, but there's not a lot of gray or green. It's just a really, really beautiful color. So I like that one from Tarte. Next on the list going up is going to be the ILIA. This is the Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. If you are a normal, dry, dehydrated, even combo could probably get away with this. This is a lightweight coverage. It's light at best. It's probably sheer to light. It is in a serum, obviously. It leaves the best glow. The best glow. This is such a beautiful foundation. It almost can be worn over like a serum instead of even putting it on over a moisturizer. If you are a normal to dry skinned person, it's that hydrating and glowy, but it sticks around. It actually lasts on the skin for a really decent amount of time. I love it. Not to mention that it is an SPF of 40, so I just love getting that extra layer of protection. So that is the ILIA Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. This one is in ST10 Porto Ferro. Now the next one on the list is going to be L'Essentiel from Guerlain. This one is a medium coverage, I'd say on the lighter end of medium coverage. This would be great if you have normal skin, normal to slightly dry, and definitely combo could wear this as well. Possibly even oily skin people could wear this. This does have a slight fragrance in it, so if you don't like fragrance, then you might not like this one. It's almost like cucumber or something like that. The only pitfall is I hate the way that the pump pumps. It's of course it's gonna work this time. It's funky. I will tell you, the pump on these bottles is funky, and I don't think it's just mine. But this here, that is 2N. And it is my perfect shade. You can see it's a little bit lighter than that 27N, but that makes sense because this one is like a 20. This is like a 27 from Tarte. This is the Guerlain, but it leaves a beautiful kind of demi matte finish that works if you are a dry skin person, which that doesn't happen very often. There aren't very many demi mattes that I can get away with that actually look like I didn't, suck the life out of my skin. Now, it says that it's a natural glow, and I suppose it's because it is this demi matte that also gives you kind of a luminosity. It's a really, really beautiful foundation. My final foundation recommendation is the most expensive one on the list, but it is a foundation that I have used for years. One of my very first foundation reviews on YouTube 3+ years ago was this foundation, and that is the La Mer. This is the Soft Fluid Longwear foundation. It is a beautiful satin. It's a satin. I have it in the color 180 Linen. They changed the colors a while back. The colors run quite neutral. So this, where is it? Here. This is the La Mer. See, that kind of just blends in. Gives just a little bit of color. This is the most beautiful foundation. One single pump kind of dotted around your face and then using a damp beauty blender to blend it in, and it gives just this airbrushed finish to the skin. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is a glass, kind of frosted glass bottle with a pump, and it is ridiculously expensive, but I will say that one bottle does last over a year for sure. If it was the only foundation I was using, it would still last over a year. It lasts a really long time, and it's lovely. It is one of the most beautiful, but it is the most expensive on this list. But I thought I would give you guys some foundation recommendations because foundation is a complement to skin, and I feel like if we take good care of our skin and we make our skin the very best it can be, any of these foundations that we use are just going to magnify that and complement that. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you're picking up anything at the Sephora sale. Give me some recommendations in the comments. I always love to find out what other people are suggesting. I get some of the best recommendations from the people in my Facebook group and here on YouTube and over on Instagram. It's incredible. So I really, really do appreciate when you guys leave comments and recommendations for me as well, because then I can reshare them with everybody else. I do want to say thank you again to Sephora. This was really, really flattering and fun, and I love to do these videos anyway, so this was super cool to have the opportunity. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care. In case you're wondering about the Beauty Insider program at Sephora, what it is a free rewards program in the US and in Canada, and it lets people earn points on everything that they purchase, and then they get to redeem those points for rewards. Now you can actually rack up the points and redeem them for cash off of a purchase. I believe it is 500 points, gets you $10 off a purchase, which is pretty cool. So as you spend more, your tiers go up. It starts with the Insider, then the next tier is VIB, and then the final top tier is Rouge. So depending on how much you spend in the store in 1 year determines your tier for the following year. And it's pretty cool the way the point system works. It's totally free, and I have been an insider for so long that I have the old school red metallic card. And when I present it at the stores, they're always like, wow, that is old school. I have no idea how I've kept this card so long, but it is pretty cool. Anyway, it's a cool program from Sephora.